Nice now.
Oh, you talk about the GOAT?
Oh, he done interrupted. Wait a minute, he done interrupted his intro. Oh,
Wow.
ooh,
Wow. Wow.
oh, man.
That's very disrespectful. Yo, he put on a little hiatus. Nobody knew where he was at. Come back, interrupting podcasters and stuff. But yeah, shout outs to Ben. He won a little Super Bowl. Got something for you.
You said Ben won. You said Ben won because Dez didn't make it.
Oh. He said that
Yo,
Ben
wait,
was,
hold up. I peeped the subliminal. Shots fired. Where's Ben?
I'm here, man.
Yo, who said that? That was Dez?
that was Ron.
Oh, that was Ron? Wow.
Ain't you his divisional partner?
Being messy, but all right. Yeah, let's get it.
Oh, and he said he calling you out, Ben. He said next year it's not happening again.
Let me see when the Rams play.
Next year.
Hey, that's because when I said it was my year this year, Ben put eyes in the chat. He thought I didn't peep.
Listen,
Oh.
people keep saying it's their year, but I'm ending up with one loss every year. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
I haven't said that was my year until like 2 days ago.
Like, I just want to lose two
Well,
times in one
The Rams
season.
and the Seahawks. The Rams and the Seahawks.
Wait. Y'all ain't
said
peeped that. Did anybody peep that? He didn't
Yeah,
say he just want to lose two times in one season.
That's
Ben, who's in your division?
trash, dumpster. Now Ron, Jay, and Chan.
Hey, what happened to Jay? You got beat up?
I ended his career, bro.
I thought I would start the podcast off with this because, Beaches always sends in gifts, to the podcast. He just loves, he's a podcast fan and he really. Dave. Podcast. And I know that Pharaoh tries to ignore him, but deep down inside, we all know that Beaches does like to get under Pharaoh's skin. Pharaoh has done a good job at ignoring it. We're talking about Pharaoh, so Pharaoh said this in our quote. Kai makes a lot of promises, but he never backs it up. A couple podcasts ago, cool.
Yo, hold on, I got
This last season, Pharaoh said that he was going to win the Super Bowl. To start off, it was, this is my last season, I'm going out like Ray Lewis. Then he came back down to earth and realized that he could not go out like Ray Lewis because he wasn't winning the Super Bowl. So what happened was he lost to, and correct me if I'm wrong, he lost to Dez. Did he lose to Dez or was it Sweat? He lost to Dez. Now he called out Dez. He said he wanted to match up. He said that he was gonna win it all. Pharaoh had all these bad seasons that he had. He still made the playoffs, but this season he really was behind winning. Wait a minute, somebody called him garbage. Somebody.
No.
That's very disrespectful.
Wait a minute, now somebody called him garbage. Now I didn't say that.
Hold on. To clear it up, I was just thinking back to when what's the name? GY asked Ben who was in his division, and Ben was like garbage, dumpster, or whatever, and I was just repeating it.
Oh, so we putting both of the New York brothers on the stand. Okay, so we're gonna go with Pharaoh first because we're gonna make sure that he. Pharaoh, my question to you is, what is this year about? Is this year revenge of last year? And do you think that if it had not been for Dez, that you would have been in the Super Bowl?
Pharaoh's in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! I ain't never seen you that quiet. Yo,
It was,
what you saw, a rabbit?
honestly, I had to rate
the right game plan and everything. It's just too many mistakes down the line. So Super Bowl this year is our main objective, but promise you, we going into the conference final Super Bowl this year. I know I said that last year, but I promise. I'm making that a promise. Last year we was missing something key. We was missing the pass rush. We got the pass rush. The linebackers is there. We went out there and revamped our corners.
But if you promised last year and didn't make it, why should we believe you this year?
You're right. the same way you promised winning that division last year and you lost. So
no, I didn't.
We're gonna keep going and we're gonna dig deep.
No, I will be hurt.
We're gonna dig deep.
I will be hurt.
The differences with last year is
No. I will be hurt. Oh wait, I got to pick.
Wait, the thing is, what we didn't have last year was we didn't have a pass rush, and I was doing a good job at covering it up by disguising my linebacker blitz, but we don't need to do that no more. So this year is gonna be different, and this year is gonna be I'm going 15-1, 16-0.
What?
Super Bowl. 15-1
to 16-0. Slipped and bumped his head and thought he was dark skinned.
Super Bowl.
So he making it clear that this year is really gonna be his
15-1. Kai done set the tools off, gave me the right tools, gave me Khalil Mack, gave me a little pass rush out there. And we gonna make it work.
My question is, you have allowed the Dolphins to run your division time
yes, sir.
after time again.
Yes, sir.
There was a comment a couple seasons ago that said, when I get in the division with Bill, I always run the division. When I get in the division with Farrell, I'm still gonna run the division. Do you care more about winning the division in itself, or you in the mindset as long as I make the playoffs? That's all. I mean, that's an easy question to answer.
It's really easy to question to answer. Last night I didn't win a division and I won a Super Bowl, so that it's the same agenda. Win a division, you win the Super Bowl. It's just the bigger picture. You're looking at a key frame. I'm looking at a Super Bowl. I'm looking at the bigger goal and objective.
I ain't gonna lie. Everyone calling out Super Bowls like y'all just didn't forget who just won the Super Bowl. Wait, but
honestly, Ben is lucky he didn't play Farrell in the Super Bowl. I remember the last time we met.
Listen,
how could you say somebody is lucky when you even beat your opponent?
Listen.
Wait, Ben. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get messy with Ben. My real objective was to bring Tad in here. And Tad, if you guys have noticed, Tad humbles GY a lot. He brings GY back to earth. Tad is GY's kryptonite. He is GY's kryptonite.
First of all, let me tell you something.
Wait,
and you're not asking me. I don't have nobody. Nobody's my kryptonite. I started playing Gods of War and fell off in Madden.
That's what it is?
I said that podcast ago. But it's not like somebody who decided, well, I'm already losing, so the game is broke. Let me go on vacation. Come on, man. You're supposed to be a top tier user. You're a top tier user, but always got excuses.
Yeah,
so how you coming at the Super Bowl champ? Have some respect.
Well,
the difference between the Super Bowl champ. I called no offense to Swag. No offense to nobody in there. I literally went. But when Ben was playing Phil, I wrote Ben personally and said, Ben, I ain't even paid Phil any money.
Wow, he wrote Ben and said, do this play. What he said?
No. I wrote Ben and said, Ben, straight like that. I said, Ben, you win about 30 Super Bowl. I already knew what the objective was, because first of all, Ben matches up with Swag pretty well, and he matches up with Dez pretty well. So. Honestly, I just knew Ben was going to Super Bowl regardless of the situation.
Okay, well, we appreciate, we know that y'all support each other, and that's like,
like I said, my objective is to get Tad in here and to really humble GY, and for GY not to say that's his division, because GY have proven time and time again that Tad, the Panther Juices, have dominated that division. He took a year off, came back whipping ass. That's what he do, back to normal.
First of all, when have you taken a year off? Second of all, I've been humble all my life.
Said it ain't nothing new.
Third of all,
where's my phone?
Wait, who's that talking? Who's that talking?
Ron.
Yo, Ron.
Hey,
when
man.
I had to play you,
don't take it to
disappeared
heart.
because you ain't want to take that whipping. You ain't want to get that work. Then you gonna
Hold on, you
pop
can
up.
load up.
You know what?
Hold on, we can run
wait,
right now. What are you talking about?
You can
I will
load
never
up.
run from nobody. I will play you right now. Don't start that.
It's a difference.
Don't do
It's
that.
a difference. Ron, it's a difference. I don't play for fun. I play in leagues.
Wait,
No.
you wholeheartedly think I ran from you?
Wait a minute,
Is that what you say?
Ron, wait a minute, cause y'all two play
You
week 11,
wholeheartedly?
so
That's what you really believe?
y'all play week 11, so we don't need to. We don't need to go.
No, you know what's crazy? All you gotta do is say somebody they ran from you or they garbage. They get tight.
That's what Taz say.
Y'all missed my
Listen,
pick.
that's what I
Yo,
say to
y'all make
Tad
me
all the
miss my
time.
picks,
That's
man.
what I say to Tad all the time.
So let's address something real quick. Let's address something real quick, D-Rock.
What's up?
You know, he keeps throwing Tad your way. He just continually throws Tad your way time after time after time again because he thinks that Tad.
Wait, Kai. Nobody realized that Tad clearly said earlier that this is my division. Like, I'm not making this up. Tad and his friend said, Tad said this is my division and I'm gonna win it again. And his friend undercut him and said, you guys are funny. He coming in first. So, G.Y., they pushing you to the 3rd and 4th bottom seed. And Saint said he won the division too. So I don't think you got room no more.
Listen, all right. If I don't have room, put me in another division. That's all. I don't stress what nobody say. But first of all, before you can talk about me, guess what? You made a little further than me. You made the playoffs. I didn't make
I
it.
just got a later draft pick. Go ahead, it's coming.
That's right. That's right. You also had that eject button. You ain't going nowhere.
So
Nowhere.
my question to now Ben, because we've been taking the attention off Super Bowl champ. Ben, when you said that Swag gave you a good game. I was looking at the scoreboard. And,
Honestly,
that game was
honestly, I admit I was just being humble. I blow Swag out every time. That's easy W, time after time again.
Wow.
That's the 4th time we played and the 4th blowout. That's easy, man.
Wow. So Ben, it is what it is, huh?
And then he got better
Ben
by
looking at his chops right now.
he got better by using the halfback stretch. I specialize in stopping the halfback stretch. So end of the game, it was 52-17. What can I say, man? I do what I gotta do.
But what do you
Wait. Did you say 52-17?
It was.
Yes,
He
that was
scored.
a score.
Wait, G.Y. You want to know the most amazing stat? It was 4th quarter, 1 minute left. Mariota was 14 for 14 for 300 yards. That's easy money. I ain't even miss a pass on him.
So what do you? My question is, what do you say to people like, the Rams user? You know,
No. Leave it on Swag. Y'all may call me trash and call me a bottom feeder, but I ain't losing in no Super Bowl 52-17.
But wait a minute. Okay, so let's go back to Swag. This is Swag's 2nd Super Bowl losing.
Third.
Third.
Somebody said third.
Now wait a minute. Now I think there's a team in the NFL that did lose Super Bowl 3 times.
Bills.
The Buffalo Bills. So Swag, we're sending you to New Thumbs because you lost Super Bowl 3 times. Not once, not twice, but 3. But you brag on winning the division, and every time you go to embarrass us.
Just so you know.
So my question is to Ben: would there have been anybody in the AFC that could have stopped you?
Besides the Broncos.
Nah, it would have been the only people I honestly was worried about playing. Reese. If I had to play Reese, if I had to play Chris, Farrell, or even you, Kyle, I'd have really, strapped up, came out, cleats, helmet. We'd have been out with everything, using everything. But if Swag, Dez, or somebody like that make it, I don't worry about them. I pick up on their game by halftime and it's over.
What about Ron?
I'm curious. Why did you say Reese? Reese, honestly, people don't know Reese is gonna come last in this bet.
Reese give me good games.
Phil said he went to the party. He obviously got
something. I got a pick.
6. Go ahead, make your trade.
It's off season. You don't need approval. Who is that?
Phil about to come in here and snap in my neck. I already know how Phil about to.
Yes.
Oh, Phil about to come in
Stucky,
here.
you starting to league up next year again?
Reese,
Yo,
I mean
Stuffy, ain't
Farrell,
nobody
Reese said
worried
he
about
will
you,
fry
bro.
you, bro. Reese said week 15 he's gonna fry you.
Week 5, listen. Huh?
Alright,
Oh,
later,
no,
man, later.
I ain't, listen, I ain't paying him no mind, bro. Stucky know what it is. Nah, you know what it is, bro. Listen, last Madden I sunned you, I'ma sun you again, June. You better hope not. You best not hope not.
Oh. Well, wait a minute. Let me invite. We're gonna thank the package user for coming because you know he plays. He plays
hold
the
on,
AFC
is he
South.
black?
Yeah.
This is the guy that don't
Oh.
use C. So anytime you speak to him, you know you say a C word. Notice that he's gonna spell it back with the K in the front. Because he
Guy
doesn't
is
use C.
hilarious.
So the first time that you actually use the
He a
C, I'm
blood?
gonna make sure that I
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
he's
so.
I will.
Nah, I see you make the playoffs. If you,
Well, wait a minute.
I see you making the
Wait a minute.
playoffs. If you still play the same, you're gonna make the playoffs.
But you
But
wasn't
it
a
ain't
good
about
user when
making the
you were doing it.
playoffs. It's about going to the Super Bowl and winning.
Oh, nah, I reneged that bet then.
But you know what? Yo, I know you could beat Pharaoh. So hold that down.
Yo, Ben, I think you was right. I made a lot of enemies in this league, bro. I think you are 100% right. I made a lot
Yo,
of
I
enemies
missed
in
my
this league.
pick. Will y'all stop talking?
Wow.
Nah, but you not competition though. You light. You like duck
Oh!
sauce.
Wait a minute.
Duck
Wait a
sauce.
minute. Now wait a minute. Now he was about to leave on a nice note, and here you go. He said he was gonna leave.
Oh!
Oh.
Did y'all see what Chris Paulson did though?
I'll leave
Well,
it
let's
at that.
Yeah,
let
Ron, my
us-
PS4 is on, Ron. What's up?
Well, he gonna quit. He gonna quit match you after this. We appreciate you coming to the podcast. You're always welcome to the podcast next time. And we thank you.
I'm about to get Tad started real quick.
We're gonna invite this Eagles user to the party.
Phil is about to ring.
I'm gonna invite him right now. Already.
What they was doing before he was out there.
Swag has lost 3 Super Bowls. So Swag is not a top user anymore. Would you still consider him a top user? Because I mean, he has made a lot of conference championships. He's lost in the Super Bowl. He's made the conference championships, but it seems like he just can't.
I don't consider Swag a top user. I always tell, I don't say it, but it's kind of.
I don't have Phil as a friend for some reason. I think he deleted me after I beat him.
I play Swag. Swag is a great user. He's a great user. He's a great user in my opinion.
No, I think Swag is a good user, but Reese called it. He said if you stop that stretch, Swag don't know what to do. His game is over. And it seems like
That's not good.
maybe that's what happened.
But,
Yo, Phil, what it is, man? You do
no,
not
no.
come into my house and don't speak.
Man, y'all was talking. What you want me to do? Jump over you? It's your house. Can't disrespect like that.
Well, Phil,
What it is, Phil?
Now wait a minute, because Pharaoh had a lot to say about you. So before you just walked in the party.
I ain't say a bird's flying nest. If Kai is lying, Kai is
Yes, he did.
if
He
I'm
said-
lying,
he
pigs is
said-
flying.
I heard it.
Well, I guess pigs is
Right,
flying
he said-
because
he
you
said
know
he
you
heard-
said it.
He said he heard it.
Well,
Go
first
ahead,
and foremost, Where's Ben at? Is he in here? Oh, he
The
back
champ
out.
is here, man.
Where you at? Well,
The
congrats
champ.
on that.
Thank you,
Congrats
sir.
on that
Jets.
Super Bowl, by the way.
Jets versus
it
Rams
always-
at midnight.
It always feels better when you lose to the Super Bowl champ in the playoffs.
It does. It definitely does.
You know what? Y'all can
But
stop that
you know
madness.
what?
It don't feel good losing at
Hey,
all.
it's a lot of
It's
it's a
not
lot of
fun,
media trained
but,
people
all right.
in here.
You see this?
But
You see
I heard
this?
something. I heard something, Mike. Man, this man Farrell over here getting on GY about somebody running his division. The hell you
we
talking
go.
about?
Yes.
That's
been waiting for
running
you.
the
Phil,
division
listen,
the
Phil,
whole
wait,
time.
Phil.
Farrell
Talk
got
about
one.
it. Talk about it, Phil. Talk
Farrell
about
got a
it, Phil.
division win.
Talk about it, Phil.
I'm about to shut this whole shit down real quick.
I was
Phil.
messaging Ben while you was playing. I'm looking past Phil. Ben was already gone.
Yeah,
Man, I heard that shit.
Yeah,
I heard that little
listen,
sneak shit.
Phil, listen. Phil, you know I'm not one to bite my tongue. I'm not going. I admit, Des have hands down won a division lightly, but it is. I have never laid down in the game. In that playoff game, it looked like you laid down and just said, "Man, win this game."
Man,
You laid down like
Phil
I
fumbled like
understand
3
how the game
times. I
went.
give him that.
It
Like
went
no,
bad.
I understand
That's
how the game
what it
went.
did.
Like that wasn't honestly, it wasn't. Like I wouldn't say that game it got out of hand once you fumbled 2 times and threw the interception. I understand that. But
Nah, but if you saw the stats, until he threw that deep ball, he ain't have shit. It was all them turnovers killed.
yeah, after I said after the game got out early, but now my thing was after that you didn't even try. Like when we tied, it looked like you just your soul just left. Like you just
can
said,
skip
"Alright,
me,
I'm tired."
man.
You was upset.
Yeah.
You need
It
to
looked
get
like
Des
you was
in here.
upset.
Oh man, that game was over by then.
So
by
my
fourth, it was
question,
done.
my question is because GY just made a statement. He said we need to get Dez in here.
I mean, you could get
Do
Des in
you
here.
think-
I
do you
mean,
think that
I'm not
it is
arguing
fair
with
to
division
compare-
members.
Do you think that it is fair to compare the NFC South to the AFC East? Would you say that
Not one
if
bit.
Farrell was in the AFC East that he will? I mean NFC South that he will win it every year.
NFC
No.
South.
The NFC, Kai, the thing is, the NFC South struggles to win 8 games, bro. I'm winning, even on a bad season, I'm winning 10, 11 games. That division is that.
But I'm
that division is
saying that
that
you and
division.
GY.
Now, wait. Now, as me personally, Kai, if I was to literally go to the NFC South, I swear, I'm sweeping my division. Probably have a tie with GY 1 or 2 games a season. That's it. Like that division, it takes what you could literally go into them games blind and with a cane and win that game, bro. That like
So you
it's
just
that simple.
crediting GY because I remember you telling GY, "Oh, you finally won the division."
Yeah, I mean,
It's
but
between
think
each
about it.
division,
You want like that's a pity win. Like I'm not gonna put it like this. If we playing a game and we put GY would be normal or easy or normal level while we up there in the intermediate advanced hard levels while he's still over there. Oh, I beat the game on that level already. It's time. Like listen, it's levels to this, bro. Like that NFC South, no offense to Tad Saints. Saints Falcons. He got users who just picked up the sticks, who thumbs are still broke. They thumbs is broke.
Let me
Wait a
explain
minute,
something to
wait a
y'all.
minute.
Kyle,
Go ahead,
let me
G.Y.
explain something to y'all.
Listen, I'm a ball of GY every day
No,
about this.
no,
GY
no, no, no,
know
no.
what's
Let
up.
me talk. You was heard, light skinned nutter butter. Listen. First of all this is coming from a person that the last time we
Yo,
played,
he got
I
a quick
beat.
development. Yo, how you
Right?
pull that up?
Yo, hush. All this is coming from a person the last time we played each other, I beat. All this is coming from a person, what do I always say? They try to use me as their scapegoat because of their downfall.
Who you talking
You
about?
can use me because you can't beat Dez, you can't beat Phil,
Dez
you
said-
can't beat
Dez
Ron,
said-
it's
Dez-
fine.
Hold on. Let me clear the air.
Dez says
Let me
We
invite
need
clear
to
him
get
to
this
Dez
air.
in the podcast.
Me and
Dez
Phil
said
always
invite him
have
to
good games,
podcast.
but I prevail most of the time. We are
You
not gonna
stuttering,
do
you
this.
lying.
I'm
Oh, I'm about to bring him.
I take Dez over anybody. I called Dez out because I knew
Invite
already.
him.
I knew already.
I did
playing
already.
Dez was like
Okay.
one of the best games I'll get in the
No,
playoffs.
skip
already.
me, Ben. Skip me, Ben.
I already knew what it was. I already said whoever playing first round is gonna lose, bro. Like it was just that simple. It was that simple. Like I didn't want to play swag because simple fact I wanted a way more harder game. I said I want Dez for a reason. I didn't want Dez.
Obviously you didn't want to play Dez either because you lost.
I mean, but G-Wa, I'm saying the 3-time, like as you said, as they said, if it was better losing to a Super Bowl champ, he won a Super Bowl 3 times. I got no shame in my game, none at all, none at all.
So my question, go ahead, G-Wa.
Now, I went to 3 Super Bowls this year. Not in crew, I won 1.
So as you said, if it's not in crew, it don't happen. Sit it down. Sit it down. No, sit it down.
It don't matter.
So
I invited Dez. I don't know why he didn't join yet.
Don't skip me, man.
Talk to me. Who got a question for me?
I got what's up with these no moves on players? Why don't you like that shit? Change the position.
Because last year, all the young dudes pulled the okie doke on me. What they would do is they would switch the player positions, upgrade the XP, and switch them back.
Oh, I got
so
you.
They will. So you'll get like anybody getting a max amount of XP. And then they'll switch them right back, and they just have like 99 everywhere.
That's the Bill rule.
So they were changing them. They were changing them on a weekly basis.
Yeah, like weekly basis, you'll see player changes, and there was legal player changes. But you know, like when you game prep, it says wide receiver or tight end, cornerback and D line. They'll switch it like that. Yeah, so weekly basis they'll change them. And
I had one.
It was crazy.
I had one person do that in Blitz, and it was Coy, and I had to jump on him about it. Like, don't be pulling that.
And when people, mind you, I just learned how to game prep this year.
Yeah, me too.
I was just wondering because I see you got it blocked, so I was just wondering what the reason was.
Yo, Spivey, get ready to send that trade, bro.
This is the 4th or 5th
this dude
season.
got another trade. What's that, like 8 for this season already?
I said get ready. It's a new season. It's a new season.
We have Dez in here, and we have Ben in here, who I think take up like all the Super Bowls that we have in this league. I think was there another Super Bowl?
No, it wasn't. But Kyle, that's what I'm trying to figure out. This guy keep talking about he's so great, but he lost to me.
My bad, y'all.
He lost to me.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with all you guys. I'm not about to keep answering the same questions. That question is flying right by your head. Next question.
Well, wait a minute.
No. Dez is here now. You're not gonna be quiet. Dez is here. Talk that junk you was talking before.
I will. But now, when Kai asks a question, any question I'll answer. I'll answer straight up. But I'm not gonna keep.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, Dan. So we're glad you're here. So one of the questions that I want to ask you is, what is for you and Pharaoh? Y'all both have the mentality that y'all are or can be the best in the AFC. Your division has proven to be a little between.
Oh, I can hear Kai.
You can't hear me, or you can't hear. Wait a minute. No. He might be right. Hold on.
I can hear everybody.
No. Can Dez? Is Dez on the mic?
Yeah.
Okay. So Pharaoh. So you and Pharaoh. Yeah, he's there. So you and Pharaoh have taken over this AFC East. First question I want to get out of the way for both of y'all. What is your message to Beaches? Because Beaches seems like he wants to do better, but it seems like he always falls just short. He doesn't fall just short. It's just the mindset of me paying him attention. That's just, I don't know if that's, but I'm not. That's it.
Yo, y'all too crazy.
That's it.
Hey, I think Beach is better than y'all. Give him credit. Damn, you just skipped me.
I mean, Des, you saying beaches. You saying
That
beaches
was
is
my
better.
fault, bro. I didn't even know you
you
was
saying
drafting
beaches
me.
is
Wait a minute.
That was
bro.
definitely me.
I only had one pick. Look it.
Mr. Irrelevant. You don't need him.
Des, you saying beaches is better than we give him credit? I don't understand how I think Beaches have. Me and Reese was talking. Beaches has 699 players on his roster, barely winning 7 games, barely getting by 7. So it's no credit here or
His
there.
team is better than ours.
Like Beaches has what 799 players talking. I don't understand where this is coming from at all. Like I'm lost. Like I'm gonna consider him a bottom user until he proves me otherwise. He barely. Honestly, Beaches got what 9 wins last game. I think 4 of them were Sims.
Wow.
So 4 of them were Sims.
Can I say something?
Thank you. Also bad. Go ahead.
Can I say something? Shots fired at Beaches. Beaches, I know you in the building. Don't act like you're not in that chat because you be in there peeking and seeing what's going on.
And my thing is though, it's not that I got him quarantined as he said. I literally looked at his message and go, I don't have time for the irrelevancy today. That's it. He's on my time.
My question is though. So that's enough of Beaches because we know Beaches gonna attack y'all no matter what. You know he always he's like the.
He got an aggression problem. That nigga is a cop. What do you expect?
He wants to run y'all. He wants to run y'all out of the division.
I mean, but he did it. He did it. Miana,
we have seen a lot of Dolphins games this year. You know, he did lose in the conference championship. But he played the Patriots in the divisional round, which I think that game came down to like the last couple drives. I can't exactly remember, but I'm pretty sure it was a good game regardless. We already asked Farrell his opinion on like you as a player. What's your opinion on Farrell? Now listen, before you answer this, we are not media trained. This is not Donald Trump is not gonna retweet what you say. Or anything. So, on an honest note, we all know Farrell is a good user, but honestly speaking, what's your true opinion on Farrell?
Farrell a good user.
I'll be goddamn.
That's it. He ain't lying. Farrell is a good user. He just talk too much. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. You can tell us straight like.
Oh,
yeah,
there you go.
I mean, that's it.
He
like,
say you're not winning the division.
That's why I get
you say
attacked
yeah.
so much. That's why I get attacked so much. They want the person talk.
So
I heard it too. I'm not paying no mind. Go ahead.
Do you want? I forgot exactly what it's called. Do you want this noise? Has been like a popular line that Farrell has been using.
That's my copyright.
You got it from me.
No, I didn't. That's my copyright. I got it from Sherman. That's my copyright.
So, my question is to you: do you think your Super Bowl runs are over with? Because you have been, yeah. Do you think your Super Bowl runs are over with?
I mean, you know, sometimes you get tired of winning so much, so you just want to
I like that answer. That was a smooth answer.
Y'all fast in here, man.
He said sometimes you get tired of with it.
No, I mean, I'll speak on that. I mean,
it'd be too much pressure to keep winning, bro.
I'm dead.
Everybody coming at you with their best shot.
Well, Dez, I mean, only me and you have pressure. We the only ones winning. I won 2, you won 3. How many seasons we played? 7? Like, nobody else getting the pressure.
I ain't been here the whole time though.
We might as well just play the.
So I have in fact Beach's comments. He said I have about 9 forced losses. And I played like 4 games last season. So, and Reese said week 15 I'ma fry you, Pharaoh. So see. This year.
Talking wise,
I mean, it's not the best division because only 2 people are living up to what they. Beach has projected himself to be a playoff user, I think Beach has got 1 playoff berth in the last what? This entire matter? 1 playoff berth?
It's right here.
Well, last decade, I got last decade. I think just 1 playoff berth to the last matter. So
okay. So we're done with Beaches, right? So this is just. You think Beaches is just
his happy hour is over. It's chalk.
So back to Dez. Before we do this schedule prediction, Dez, is your Super Bowl runs, are they over with?
Are they over? I'm gonna be in the playoffs competing.
Check group meme. He said, please, everybody. He said, everybody in the podcast, please check the meme on group meme.
Wait, before y'all check, I'm gonna tell you what it's about. Let's tell you what it's about. Before I ain't even check it yet. It's something about me being a fan hopper or some nonsense.
Talking
Me being
about
sensitive.
Beaches already. He get the most type of fame on this show, and he ain't even doing shit.
Y'all better leave him alone. He wants attention. I already said the Mexican word, Beaches. So we're gonna pull up the schedule because
wait, Ben, is
this year
Jay
is
playing
the year
week
of
1?
Yeah, I was about to say,
Honestly, I don't know if he playing. And I stopped. I hit him up today. He said he'd be back after finals. I don't know when that take place. I don't care when it take place because when I play him, he's either gonna give me a force or get smacked. So
or get replaced.
Carol, since you looked out in the draft, I'm gonna spec the shit out of Beaches for you.
Oh,
Ron, it don't matter if you beat Beaches because you're gonna lose 2 division games to me. Pick on somebody your own size. Pick on somebody your own size.
I'm gonna take one. I'm gonna take one of them. I'm gonna take one of them this year, just for that. With my depleted team, I'm gonna take one of them.
Pick on somebody your own size, man.
I don't want to hear none of that. My girl started getting mad. None of that extra shit.
Ron, listen, Ron, you beat me when I was 16 and over 4.
Nerds. I'm sitting here playing at a house full of nerds.
Well, you better tell him to do some mathematics
delay.
on your play calling. That's what you better tell him. Do some type of chemistry on that play calling, because I'm picking everything off. Everything.
Alright, we'll see. We're gonna start. No, we can start. We're gonna start with this division first. The AFC North has been ran by D year after year, but Sam said that he knows, and Spivey said that he is, he has this wide receiver on his team that he's been drafting well, and he's been rebuilding well. And then Steelers Tex, he's been making moves left and right. This division has been ran once again by the Ravens, but Bengals did come close last year. Who wins the AFC North? I'll ask specifically because I feel like it's needed. Ben, who will win the AFC North?
D, no question. Spivey got better, but D's gonna win. Ezekiel Elliott is too good. D knows some good run plays. There's no disrespect to nobody else, but nobody gonna come close to beating D for the division. Well, Spivey may be close. Sam, he gonna win about 5-6 games. Spivey may jump up and win 10 games, but I think D gonna always have like 12 wins because I don't think that his division is really strong enough to beat him.
Nah, D struggled last year. I think D was 9-7, 8-8.
Ben, real shit. You trying to extend it a little bit longer because I have to do my whole things all the way over.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Hey, man.
Okay, so
I think D struggled last season, bro. D, Ben,
listen, y'all don't notice the pattern. Every time I play somebody, they end up giving up on Madden. That's just what it is. So he played me. I blew him out. He gave up on Madden. This year I don't play him, so he back.
Okay, so we going Ravens. We all Ravens for AFC North.
Nah, yeah, I'm going Ravens.
Nah, my vote is different. I'm going Browns. This is yeah. I'm going Browns.
Spivey gave me one of the best games last year too. Spivey, he gave me a real good game.
Up good games. Spivey always says that I've learned to believe that what Reese said was true. I do believe that a lot of people have this mindset of this game is broken, so they just play terrible. So
that's true.
I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win the AFC North. I do think the Ravens will struggle. They do play the AFC South after all, and we know that the only team the Ravens really can beat is the well, sure not the Colts, because the Colts always stomp him up and down the field. So maybe he has a chance against the Titans. So that'll be interesting. Ravens, most people are voting for you to win the AFC North. Congratulations. The AFC South, on the other hand, had 3 teams with 12+ wins. Your boy was up there. And then they had Titans, who struggled. Titans hasn't put up an over 500 record since we switched to comp. It can be an adjustment period. But Titans entered himself in a bet that he's willing to, I guess, win
Yeah, I'm gonna be so
It's me,
93 zone
Jaguars,
for the safety.
it'll be the Jaguars, the Titans, the Texans, and the Jaguars, the Titans, the Texans, and the
Pats.
Patriots. So that'll be interesting. Meanwhile, Colts, the leader of the division, has gone to the Super Bowl and he lost. But the Colts has swept the Jaguars and the Titans continuously. Meanwhile, he was getting swept by the Texans.
That's so weird
So
because
this
I
will
think
be-
Reese is a lot better than Swag. I don't know how he always managed to lose him. I guess knowing that you play Swag, it bring that element to where, all right, even if I'm better than him, I can lose. I think Reese is a lot better than Swag. I don't know how he like lose to him. Not even saying Swag is whack, but I think Reese's game is meant to like beat Swag easily. But when he loses, just throw me off.
I think a lot of people with Swag even thought. I was watching the conference championship game and I thought Dez got this. So Dez, we putting you back
Ron,
up.
I'm
We want to
advancing.
know what happened. What happened against?
I got two
What
more.
happened against the Colts?
You already advanced?
Nah, I didn't have that
I
check.
ain't gonna make no excuses, man.
All I gotta do is
I
stop
had
this.
to drive 6 hours before I played them, but
One more
ain't
time.
no.
Okay.
Of course.
So who's winning the AFC South? I'm gonna go with somebody who really isn't gonna be biased. To the fact, GY.
What's the
I can't take a pick.
You can if you disagree with him.
AFC South. Let's see. Yeah, you
AFC South.
say first. You say first.
I
and
got-
I'll tell you if I agree.
I'm going to go. I'm going to shoot in the dark here. I think this might be the year. I'm going with the Texans this year. He is right there borderline
I said the
on
same
Reese's
thing.
ass, yo.
I disagree.
I
I
said
think
the
Chris
same
gonna
thing.
win. I think Chris gonna sweep the division.
No,
I
I
think-
think Chris gonna stand up.
You know
I think
what, man,
Chris
you know
He got
is
that. He got that couch.
game.
He got that Texans
Ben, you heard
couch
me?
or that
What?
Titans couch in the basement. He be locked up on it every.
I think
every
Chris.
season.
I think Chris won in the division from a gameplay standpoint. I don't think any of them is better than Chris in terms of just consistently better. Even though Chris might have not won much, but from me playing all of them, I think it's Chris, then Reese, then I guess they could juggle for that third and fourth spot.
Yeah, honestly,
okay.
I'm gonna disagree with Ben there. I feel the way the matchup shape it favors Kai because Kai can beat all
Y'all been
three of
sleeping
them.
on Kai.
Like Kai
Yes,
can beat
that's-
all
that's
three of
the
them.
one I'm going with.
And the way it shapes out, Reese and Swag they always split, but Kai always beats Swag. Like he's been lately crushing Swag, and Kai has been crushing Chris. So if Kai could split with Reese, that division is that I'm going Kai here. It's clear. I think it's clear. I'm going Kai.
Well, I'll say, and I'll be real. I think that the Titans. I think that Chris still has the mentality that he's gonna struggle in comp mode. So I think until he can really get out of that, he's trying to turn his team into the Eagle squad. And I don't think and I'm not sending no shot or anything, but I don't think you'll ever fare out well with when you do that. Because as long as he has his quarterback Wentz, that's all that matters to him. And I don't think that will turn out to be good for him in the long run. The Colts, on the other hand, I think after a while that you come to a point where you just stop the stretch runs and you win. But I think that Swag has lost a little bit of his touch, and I also think that I'm getting in his mind time after time again. So, I'm not really sure who will win the division. I obviously want to win the division, but I do think that Reese has a good chance. But Reese always falls down at the end, and if he doesn't fall down at the end, he falls down in playoffs. So, we shall see. The next division will be the AFC East. This division is. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna cross beaches out. Cool. The Bills user is who? Who's the Bills user?
That's Ken.
Okay, so we know that he's gonna lose. So we want to cross Ken and beaches out. Until we can see how good Ken is. He took off in Madden for a while, so I'm not sending no shots when I say that. I just don't know.
Bull ain't much. He never been much. Never will be. Next question.
Oh, okay. The
Shots fired.
so it's between the Dolphins and the the Dolphins and the Patriots. I'm gonna actually have them to. Now listen. Once again, we're not saying media train answers. We're gonna come straight out with what we believe. Now, if you believe that you're really gonna lose the division, go ahead. Farrell, will you win this division?
No, and I'll tell you why. I don't win games I'm supposed to win. I'll tell you that right now. I don't win games I'm supposed to win. I don't capitalize on games. I don't capitalize on moments when I'm supposed to. So that'll be that right there.
So when you play the Dolphins, though, will it be like, because I think that you know that you can knock off the Dolphins, or think you can.
I consider myself the Pittsburgh Steelers. I match my competition. I match them. I know I could play the worst user. I'm not gonna name no names under that, and I'll match it.
Here we go.
But it's the as Reese said, it's a mindset. It's if I go into the game like I go in there when I play beaches, then it's different. But I match my competition for the most part. So
yeah, you call that.
when I play beaches, I know I'm like, all right, I'm blowing them out. I'm gonna do my job, win by 30, I'm out of there. So it's just the way I go into the game. That's it. Nothing else.
So Des, will you win the division? I expect a more thorough answer.
Hey man, is the sky blue? Do I send people on vacations?
So because I noticed one thing, that you've been getting rid of your top players, and you have been going younger. Is this
nobody want to trade with me?
Is this an effort to show that you don't need a stacked team to win, or is this an effort to show, or you're just not giving out big contracts?
I mean, no. I mean, when I don't want a player no more, I just trade them, or I drop them if nobody trade for them.
Okay. So GY, who's winning the division? GY.
Honestly, I think Farrell's gonna win that division.
Like the
Dez is in the rebuilding stage right now, and this is the best time to get him. Plain and simple.
Okay.
And not discrediting Dez at all. He's a great user, but I think from what I've seen this last season, I think Farrell's gonna win that division.
Okay. So on to the AFC West. Now this division, let's get us a good review. The AFC West. This division is a Chargers, Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos type division.
That's the lit division. That division be
now,
lit.
We're putting Yuri on the docket because I'ma just say this, and I don't really care what people think. Now Yuri took a whole year off, whole season off. There's this cornerback that he drafted that wasn't so good. The cornerback, even if
Yeah, I'll be back.